the whole Fulham will be lit up tonight. It's going to be fantastic.
Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of Chelsea versus AC Milan in the Champions League. Chelsea have to win after RB Salzburg beat Dynamo Zagreb, so Chelsea have to win. And there is no ifs, no buts. A win has got to happen.
With Giroud, with Leao, I think if Chelsea get a grip of the game, that back three really look after their front three, then it could be a good game. But I'm really
so that's all that's got to happen now.
Go up against each other, and hopefully we see a lot of goals.
Let's see what happens. It's time for me to hand you over to your commentary team this evening.
So fingers crossed, heads and tails, whatever. Hopefully for the best. Come on, boys. God, Chelsea. God, Chelsea.
And for his players, it's a game they really need to win in Group E. Chelsea at bottom. AC Milan have been displaced at the top by Salzburg after their win.
God, Chelsea. God, Chelsea. God, Chelsea. I will show you guys the lineups now. That is your lineup for Chelsea tonight. And here is your AC Milan lineup for tonight, folks. Hopefully it does it. Hopefully we do get the 3 points because we need it. No ifs, no buts about it. It should. Okay. Right, Chelsea. Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.
So let's have a look at tonight's teams. 2 changes for Chelsea from the weekend.
Come on, boys!
And a return to a back three tonight in terms of personnel. Kalidou Koulibaly and Ruben Loftus-Cheek replaced Jorginho and Havertz. Koulibaly.
We just need to keep going. We need to be on 110%.
Loftus-Cheek is alongside Kovacic in midfield. Ben Chilwell is the left wing back with Cucurella on the bench, and Kepa continues in goal despite Edouard Mendy being available. Danny McAlee from the Netherlands is the very experienced
Chelsea, 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 oh, when the bells go singing, I wanna be in that number. When the bells go singing.
Thiago Silva captains Chelsea against the team that he won a Serie A title with, and Ismail Benacer is the captain tonight for AC Milan. So Milan have injuries and significant ones. They're without their first choice goalkeeper, both fullbacks.
Right, Chelsea.
Attacker with Maignan, Calabria, Teo Hernandez and Salamakers all ruled out. 36-year-old Cyprian Tatarusanu is in goal. Dest, Kalulu and Krunic come in to replace the other absentees. Fikayo Tomori and Olivier Giroud both return to Stamford Bridge. It's a big night for them, and Rafael Leao, who's a rumoured transfer target at Chelsea, has been excellent so far this season. It's a night where Chelsea need their big players to perform, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is a key man for them. And there's Olivier Giroud, who's back at Stamford Bridge. Before the kick-off tonight, as we did last night at Anfield, we will observe a moment's silence for the people who lost their lives in the Indonesian stadium tragedy. What a big night it is for the Chelsea manager, Graham Potter. It's the first meeting between them tonight for 23 years. The last Milan team to visit the bridge included Maldini, Albertini, and
Come on, Chelsea!
with the champions of Italy then, as they are tonight. Graham Potter won his first league game at the weekend, and tonight he aims to do the same in the Champions League. It was a big night, this one, for Chelsea anyway, Steve. But the
We are famous, CFC!
on the board in the early kick-off just adds to the tension and adds to the importance of anything.
Yes, it does. It really hots this group up, doesn't it? You'd expect Chelsea to come out. They have to start quick. They have to start with a lot of energy. They have to press down the sides on Dest.
Here we go, Chelsea game's on the way. Chelsea vs AC Milan, let's go.
The most important thing, and I think they will, is to win tonight.
Hello?
Just win the game and move on.
Kalidou Koulibaly involved and conceding the first free kick tonight. Milan arrive here as champions of Italy for the first time in 11 years. Their title defence has them 3 points off the top as it stands in Serie A. And the win against Dinamo Zagreb on matchday 2 sees them in a strong position.
Should be able to be in.
Tonight, Napoli the only team to beat Milan so far this season. They are unbeaten in 5 away games so far. It is a relatively experienced group here in West London tonight. Chelsea with this high line. The first free kick to defend, which is taken by the Italian international Sandro Tonali and cleared away.
Is it working?
Valier getting the better of Benacer, who's the captain in the absence of Davide Calabria.
Come on, Chelsea.
Who's among a host of first-team players unavailable tonight to Stefano Pioli, so we'll see what kind of impact that has on this AC Milan team. They're going to get the free kick there for the foul on Krunic.
See that time, Koulibaly stepping forward, following Krunic.
Charlie de Ketelaere is the number 90 over there, a highly rated player in the side of the summer from Club Brugge. He might have been in the Premier League had he chosen Leeds United over AC Milan. And as you can see tonight, the Chelsea players wearing black armbands, and that's as a mark of respect to David McKnight, a much respected and valued member of the Chelsea ground staff who sadly passed away towards the end of last month. Kovacic stepping in. It's worked out here to Serginho Dest, who's on the right-hand side in the defensive position for Milan. Fikayo Tomori, who's back at Stamford Bridge, just like Olivier Giroud is tonight as well. So De Ketelaere and now Krunic. De Ketelaere felt the challenge. It's going to be brought back here for another free kick.
Yeah.
It's been quite scrappy, Steve, in the opening 3 minutes.
Yeah, Milan have kept the ball really well. Another foul by Koulibaly, and
It
the ref just
it
wants on
should
the
be.
way to him, as you can clearly see. Stepping forward again into that area where he probably doesn't want to step, actually. He needs a midfielder to help him out, but they kept the ball really well since the start of the game, Milan. Clumsy challenge.
It's only the 3rd time that Milan have visited Stamford Bridge. It was 0-0 in the last meeting 23 years ago. Prior to that, you've got to go all the way back to February 1966. Chelsea won 2-1 in the year that England won the World Cup. Maybe that's some kind of omen.
Come on, Chelsea.
With the free kick, it's headed away for Chelsea by Koulibaly. Giroud can play the ball back to Fodo Ballo-Touré, who's out there on the left-hand side, and now here's Benacer.
Hopefully that's better. Oh, that's better. So, yeah, I'm just doing another one, see if that works. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, we need to win this game. Because it should actually be, because it's for anyone to join. So it means you don't have to be on a laptop or anything. You just send the link to the perks. Go on. Oh!
First time that he's been involved tonight. Mason Mount's never scored a goal in the group stage of the Champions League, but he struck that well enough.
And Thiago Silva does really well, just steps in front of Giroud.
Oh, that's silly, because that's... Okay. Chelsea! 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 Chelsea has scored! Folks, we're playing very well starting off this game. Get your question to the channel, subscribe if you are new to the channel. That's a ball! Oh! Just keep passing the ball, just keep poking and prodding, and eventually it might work. Unlucky Mount.
Mason Mount and Bukayo Tomori.
We have a little chat on the pitch, won't they?
That's good work by Kovacic on Viketala. Ben Chilwell. Benacer can play the ball out here to Dest, who's on loan this season from Barcelona.
Come on, boys!
There's a fantastic travelling support for AC Milan tonight. They've taken all of the allocation. They're behind Tatarasanu's goal and making themselves heard inside the stadium at the moment.
Come on, lads! It's good play. Keep pressurising.
For Chelsea, Steve. Rafael Leao, Portuguese international, who's been outstanding for them.
And you can see why, can't you? He fronted up Raheem Sterling, who was quick enough, and he just bounced the shoulders from left to right and walked past them. You can see why he's incredibly exciting.
Come on, Chelsea.
Serginho Dest, defending to do here for Ben Chilwell. Benacer forced to go backwards there by Mason Mount. With a touch by Krunic.
Well done.
Hoping for the run in there by Rafael Leao, and it's through to the Chelsea keeper, Kepa Arrizabalaga. There's Stefano Pioli, one of 8 men to manage both Milan clubs, having been at Inter for a year. He's done an excellent job since taking over.
Free kick to Chelsea, folks. Foul on Loftus Cheek.
There's the first yellow card tonight.
It doesn't matter if it's the first one, does it?
Hello.
5 yards away from the ball, you're getting a yellow card.
Because I've been reading about how it should work, and it's saying it's very simple.
Yellow card for Rada Krunic.
Because after that, he sounds like he should be appearing, but it's just not.
Thiago Silva hits it straight at Olivier Giroud. Off goes Viketala. That's a good challenge initially by Kovacic, but they've managed to keep the ball here, AC Milan. And now is Rafael Leao, who is looking to breeze away.
He was fortunate, Wesley Fofana, because he trips himself.
Oh. Ah, yeah, because I think that's how it did it on here.
If it wasn't a foul, I wouldn't even say that. You can see how dangerous he is. He's a big man as well.
Wow.
He's only 23, scored 4 times this season. He's actually been involved in 10 goals in 9 games. So I mean, he's certainly a man that influences a game in many.
It's a bit odd that is, because it shouldn't be like that. You should be able to just join, because it's saying it's that simple.
Giroud had some very complimentary things to say about him in the build-up to the match today. It's certainly going to be a test on that side for Wesley Fofana, who's on the right side of the Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea.
On the left, and Thiago
That's a foul, ref.
in the middle.
It's a test for Wesley Fofana, isn't it, over there? Yes, he's a young talent, but at this level, against really experienced people, it's difficult.
Supposedly this was supposed to be easy, but they've not, like, they've made it easy.
It's interesting there, Steve. We just saw the Chelsea manager Graham Potter, the year that Milan were the World Club champions in 2007. He was the
Yeah, because all it is just a webcam. It's just the thing, and then it's just that.
But what a journey he's been on since the glory
It's
days
just.
for Milan. Cleared away by Dest, intercepted now by Cooley.
Yeah, because that's what it. Because that's what it said. That's what it said when. Because I've actually tried the link myself,
Kalulu sends it forward.
and then it works. And that's using Chrome.
Raheem Sterling. Kovacic onto Mason Mount.
Come on, Chelsea. Yeah, because I've just gone. Because this, I'll send a photo thing, because it's like I've got something a bit different up from what you've got. So get a bit. Come on, Chelsea, we're actually starting really well. Which I'm actually proud of. That we're absolutely going for it.
You can see that Milan are a team that are used to winning, because they've come here with a very confident look about them, a nice setup.
Yeah, and then you should say it's just a join or.
This Aubameyang is not as quick, of course, as he once was, so he's no real threat running in behind Kalulu or Tomori. They feel as if they can get high up the pitch and
Let me.
down, and that's a level of confidence in itself. They're playing quite narrow as well in Mason Mount and Sterling. So it's an interesting game at this moment in time to see who can get the better of each other and climb on top.
No, it's just no one see if it works.
6 points clear of Chelsea with a game in the San Siro to come.
Come on, Chelsea.
3 matches to play in Champions League Group E, so there's plenty on the line for both of them.
And what you would say about Italian football at the moment is it's strong, isn't it? Well, certainly it's the strongest as it's been in a while. Inter beating Barca last night, of course. Napoli absolutely flying as well. Milan with this, a few injuries, but still they're nice and strong, very experienced.
Come on, Chelsea.
All in black, the Milan supporters behind Tatarasanu's goal here at Stamford Bridge. Krunic gets it back again from Dest. Nice football through midfield involving Tonali, and then Di Ketelaere can get it back to the Italian international, the only Italian, by the way, in the starting lineup for Milan tonight. That's the throw off the Chelsea captain Thiago Silva.
Yeah, Di Ketelaere was fouled as well. He felt he was fouled by Koulibaly. Referee having none of it.
Okay.
Battle of the number 21s. Serginho Dest was able to get the cross in against Ben Chilwell. Benacer then just getting the better of Mason Mount. Here's Tomori. Krunic trying to find a way through. Helped on there by Di Ketelaere and cleared away by
Come on,
Thiago
Chelsea.
Silva. You'd say here, Steve, that Milan have settled slightly the better.
Yeah, they've been the better side. I know Chelsea made that good Mason Mount chance, but certainly have more possession, Milan. They're nice and comfortable, aren't they, knocking the ball around? Chelsea just waiting to counter-attack.
Confirmation that Milan have had more of the ball in the opening 13 and a half minutes here at Stamford Bridge. Here's Reece James for Chelsea. And he was caught over there by Foda Ballo-Touré.
Yeah, he just goes flying in. Ballo-Touré. Don't know why he's making a challenge there. Certainly a yellow card.
You're thinking, what have I sent you?
Just gives him a nibble, but it's still late. It's a painful one. Reece James.
So 2 early
Is that what you're thinking?
for AC Milan, Foda Ballo-Touré and Rada Krunic.
That just shows like how to set it up and stuff.
Done over there by Fikayo Tomori. Really has excelled since moving from Stamford Bridge to Serie A. He only played 27 games for them, but he was here a long time through the youth system, and he'll relish the opportunity of coming back here tonight.
That's a free kick.
Tamale seemed to be pulling the shirt there of Raheem Sterling. The crowd could see it on that side, but the referee, Danny McAlee, didn't agree.
There's assistance there, isn't he, to give him to give the referee a little
How on earth is that not a foul when someone's literally...
Raheem's got his hand pulling the front of his shirt, so that's what he's seen. 6-1.
Koulibaly, slightly ahead of Olivier Giroud. He's been amongst the goals this season, 5 already for Giroud.
Yeah.
He's 36 years of age, 9 years in England, so we know all about him. And closing in on the all-time goal-scoring record for France at international level. He's got Thierry Henry well and truly in his sights now. Snotty ball by Dest, it's intercepted here by Sterling for Chelsea. No Chilwell. Kalulu not quite able to keep the ball in play. It's interesting, Steve, the 2 centre-backs keep switching sides, don't they? Tomori's on the right one, Mitt on the left, and next they don't...
Come on, Chelsea.
...to play at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they are very mobile, aren't they, the pair of them? And they're not scared to step forward and follow the Chelsea shirt in there.
It's a throw into Milan. Chelsea have only lost 2 of the last 13 games here against Italian teams. The last defeat was 12 years ago against Inter. Milan's only win in England was at Old Trafford in 2005. It's not been a happy place, England, for the Rossoneri. There's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Chelsea trying to find top gear.
That's another foul.
Mason Mount. Challenge there by Kalulu.
Come on, Chelsea. This is good football.
Can play the ball on for Raheem Sterling. Now Reece James. Sterling's got on the overlap.
Oh, lucky.
It's headed away by Tomori. James again for Chelsea. Now Kovacic. Good slips from Mason Mount. So Koulibaly, two changes made by Graham Potter tonight. It's a back four in the weekend against Crystal Palace, the back three in the Champions League.
Come on, boys.
This might be pretty much the first involvement tonight, Steve, for Aubameyang, who's been kept extremely quiet at the top end for Chelsea. Wesley Fofana. Taken off him by Olivier Giroud.
Yeah.
It's a really good challenge by Thiago Silva. Didn't take any chance on Rafael Leao getting the ball under control and pushing it past him.
Yeah, it was great.
Go
by
Mount.
Thiago Silva. He had to do it, and regardless of anything,
That's out.
coming down anyway. He couldn't afford.
Well done, Mount.
Skip past him. So he was lovely and aggressive. Gets caught, can't step in like that. Benacer doesn't do a great ball. Thiago Silva has to come and smack him like that.
To go forward now, Thiago Silva, for a Chelsea corner that was needlessly given away by Sandro Tonali. So Koulibaly, Fofana and Thiago Silva all forward here inside the AC Milan penalty area. Corner taken by
Oh.
it was to Wesley Fofana.
He seems to get a decent enough head. It seems to come off his shoulder for Fofana. Loftus Cheek goes down. Let's have a look here. Yeah, just off his shoulder, yeah.
One thing the start by AC Milan has done, Steve, for 20 minutes is make Stamford Bridge very quiet.
Very
it's quite
quiet.
a flat atmosphere in here, isn't it, tonight?
Very quiet. And such an important evening as well. And normally we come here and the place is bouncing. Remember against Juve last year, a great atmosphere, didn't they? But it has been quiet tonight.
Benacer had to be careful there, with all kinds of pressure from Kovacic, and now he's given the ball away to Sterling, and this is good for
Oh.
Tomori was there to win the header. The Keten Island beaten to it by Reece James. Sterling with the cross.
What else?
Initial defending done by Sandro Tonali, and then the second block was made by him as well.
That's one way of getting the crowd going, isn't it? Let Benacer mess around with it at the back.
Graham Potter made his name in European football really with Ostersund in the Europa League 4 years ago. It's a different challenge with different pressures tonight. He knows just how important tonight is for Chelsea. We've got the free kick here for a handball, Chelsea.
We're playing really well.
Mason Mount, opportunity to get a good ball into the box.
One or two errors have just crept into Milan's possession in the last few minutes or so. You wonder whether Chelsea can capitalise on some of it. Again, the three centre-backs are in there, all in the line. Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, Wesley Fofana. Mason Mount takes the free kick. And it's
Oh!
Thiago Silva's header. And the save for Tatarusano. Straight at him, really, but he had to make sure he got the ball behind.
But they want up there, aren't they, Chelsea? Because Fofana goes and just misses it. And Thiago's free right behind him. Fofana and Thiago are free. The last free kick, Fofana comes off his shoulders, so they're very dominant in the penalty area now.
So Ben Chilwell out to take this Chelsea corner. Take towards Thiago Silva.
Come on! Oh, you jammy it! Come on, Chelsea!
And he knows it.
Come on!
Area now they have to try and exploit Chelsea. Three into the box, they put three headers.
Chelsea! 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 Chelsea!
Comes up Tomori's shoulder.
Come on, boys!
Giroud was behind. Same again, please.
So same side, same corner.
I don't.
Ben Chilwell. And again it's
Oh!
Silva, and he
Shoot!
the goalkeeper again. They're still battling for it.
Yes! Wesley Fofana! Come on! Get in! Oh!
on a big night, he delivers for Chelsea.
Get in your French magic.
More pressure. I think Ben Chilwell must have listened to me. Same again, put it on Thiago's head.
Get in, Wesley.
Impossible to mark. Tatarusanu just parries it back into the danger area. Yes, this is
How important can that goal mean? Could mean everything at the end of this game.
Just rolls it into the net. One of his easiest goals he'll ever score. Could be one of the most important.
Well, there is the celebration from Graham Potter. Wesley Fofana only made his Champions League debut on matchday 1 in Zagreb, and now on matchday 3, he has his first goal in the competition on a big night against AC Milan in Group E. I think you've got to take a real close look at Ismail Benacer, because he's had the responsibility of Thiago Silva on 3 successive set pieces, and he hasn't really tried to stop him, Steve, when you see the replay.
No, and they'll have to change it around now, because that's enough, isn't it? It should have been changed anyway. When there's such a discrepancy in one to be aggressive and the other one can't defend, you have to put a centre half and just say, look, let's change it round. Our best defender, our best head of the ball goes on their best head of the ball.
So Chelsea 1, AC Milan 0, and that is a scoreline at the moment that really does change the complexion and the look of the group that Chelsea are in.
What are you on about?
Yeah, just Chilwell handball that.
It goes towards Rafael Leao. Thiago Silva is starting off in outstanding.
God, Chelsea, try and get a second.
The pitch for Chelsea tonight was there again. Tamori couldn't find Giroud, only picked out Kovacic. Krunic can't control, and Chilwell sends it forward. There's Benacer.
Yeah, cost a lot of money from Leicester City. But also it was a lot of stressful to get him as well.
Rafa Leao, they don't look the most mobile, do they? Quick, speedy. Chelsea have to exploit them now. Go further forward.
Thiago Silva. Reece James. Nobody there for that ball from Chilwell.
You think it's hard?
In the competition so far, Steve, between Benacer and Tonali.
Or was it saying...
Be deeper. Yeah. Extremely deep, the two central midfield players for Milan.
Very, very safe. That's what
Yep.
you see. Tonali, Benacer picked it up. Tonali was behind him there.
So good so far? Yes, so good so far. Absolutely didn't expect this from us.
His cheek onto Chilwell. Koulibaly now to Mason Mount. Mateo Kovacic. Chelsea feeling much better about themselves with this 1-0 lead given to them by Wesley Fofana.
Come on, Chelsea.
Back sloppy play by Kalulu. Chelsea
Oh.
he was there defensively, and then Serginho Dest. Sloppy though from Loftus-Cheek.
Just keep your questions a coming, folks.
A prominent figure so far, Thiago Silva. It's his 99th game in the Champions League tonight, and you'd expect him to start next week in the San Siro. What a place that will be for him to mark his 100th game in the competition up against one of his old clubs back in Milan.
It'd be amazing for him. What a servant. this game, still vitally important, vastly experienced, of course, very dominant in the air as he's shown today. Nice play again.
Oh, good play. Good ball. Oh!
That's a vital block. That might well have been heading goalwards for Chelsea.
Yeah, great block by Kalulu. I don't know whether he knows a lot about it. Mason Mount catches all of it really well.
Battling for it on that side is Krunic.
A lovely play by the England boys down that side, wasn't it? Sterling, Reece James, nice ball in. Let's see if it was going in. Oh, yeah, it was.
Yep, Man City 1-0 up. Haaland with the goal. And Real Madrid are 2-0 up against Shakhtar.
Last 16 matches for Chelsea and England. Mason Mount was such an important goal scorer.
PSG, folks, are 1-0 up against Benfica. And shockingly, Maccabi for a 0-0 against Juventus.
By Kepa, who is starting his third successive Champions League match tonight. Started in the weekend in the Premier League as well. But of course, then he's back on the bench. You wonder how that's going to play out. It's an opportunity for him, though, Steve, with the new manager, Graham Potter.
Yes, it is. Fresh start, as everybody says, when a new manager comes through the doors. And he's got the gloves at the moment. If he plays well, keeps clean sheets, the manager will stick with him probably.
One thing that is important to Chelsea tonight, when you see the scoreline, is the start of the match. They conceded the first goal in 3 of their last 4 games. I think there is a feeling that defensively they need to tighten up, but it's so far so good for them at that end of the pitch as well tonight. 15 minutes to play in the first half at Stamford Bridge. They've both gone smart casual tonight, Steve, haven't they? Graham Potter with the roll neck and the suit.
Come on, Gilles. Oh, is it 2-0? Or is it just 1-0? Wow. Haaland's just scoring goals for fun. He failed.
Both smart casual.
Yeah, the only there.
It's the kind of look that gets you in anywhere on the King's Road after.
Do you think so?
Yep.
Don't know about that, mate. Don't know about that.
It's an interesting challenge for Milan the rest of the way.
So is the fight off?
Just started to make 1 or 2 unforced errors, didn't they? Which allowed Chelsea to get a grip of the match. By Krunic, Leao's a player that they've got to get involved more.
So it must be something wrong with the test that is said there's something wrong with him.
But he's given the ball here to Sterling. Now Aubameyang.
Go on! Yes! Oh! Oh! Offside! Oh!
Yeah, I think he was right. I think
We had the ball in the back of the net, but offside.
We'll have another look at it. But it was a really nice move.
No, it's onside.
Actually, that would have been offside, but I think it was this Sterling pass to Aubameyang. This one, yeah, that I initially thought it could have been 2 offsides, but that certainly was offside. Lovely finish by Mason Mount to no avail.
Super finish, wonderfully finishing, wasn't it?
You see Tatarusanu, what's he doing out there? With him running out, there's only one thing that Mason Mount needs to do, is just lob it over him. If he stays in his goal, he's got an almost impossible angle to score past.
The VAR tonight is Dennis Higler. He's had to take a look at it.
Yeah.
On the other end of the pitch as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad it is.
Oh no.
At the moments of the match, Chilwell to Thiago Silva over Benacer again. Not great by Tatarusanu, but Chelsea the more hungry for the fall down for the ball, and that was a simple enough finish.
I think the thing is, Steve, you could replay the 3 set pieces that led to a relatively free header for Thiago Silva, and on all 3 occasions, Benacer literally stood there and watched him do it.
Yeah.
Oh, this does not look good. Looks like we got a player down injured, but hopefully he can continue. And that's Wesley Fofana. Yeah, 'cause he's just down, which he's like holding his... The physio's like holding his leg, just moving it back and forwards, just to see if there's any like wrong thing with the movement. What? And they're facing Stoke. I bet you weren't thinking at 35 minutes Chelsea would be winning.
They do look a little bit laboured, particularly on the top end of the field, so I'll be interested to see how many chances they make today. The pace is at the back, but as you rightly said, they're getting caught with giving goals.
Do you know what makes it even more good about how we're playing at the moment? Milan have not had a single attempt or a shot in the first 35 minutes. What? What? I just want to say, and I don't get this. What are we doing that's making this Milan side not have a single shot? What has Graham Potter done? That's what I want to. That's what I want to know, Graham Potter. What have you done that with your magical stick or wand that's made that Milan can't have a single shot? Because usually, because I watched Milan's. Yep, he's done. He's done. He is done. Wesley Fofana can't continue. But we have got other players who can go. But we have got.
Arm comes across, gets his body across. See, just accidental, of course, when it's a knee injury like that.
Oh, he's got a knee injury. He's not the first player in this club this season to have one. The other one is Edouard Mendy, and look how long he's been out for. But the main thing is, I think the injury's not that bad because he's able to like walk off. So it looks like it's not as bad as what we could think it could be. Ah, but he's bringing on a good player like Chalobah.
For the 36.5-minute appearance of Wesley Fofana, but in that 36.5 minutes, he scored the all-important first goal, and he's going to be replaced here by Trevor.
Come on, Chalobah. So who else could have gone in that position other than Chalobah?
He's certainly taking his time, isn't he? I know. Considering he's been injured for the last 10 minutes.
Here he comes.
Yeah, but the only problem is Cucurella hasn't really got an injury that is football related. It just somehow it just turned out to have a throat problem out of nowhere. That's not too bad. Yeah, but the good thing is.
So a busy night in the Europa League tomorrow night, the Conference League as well.
It's nearly half time and Milan have yet to have a single shot.
Forward for AC Milan, who have found it pretty difficult to cross the halfway line in recent times, and this attack is going to be brought to an end by the officials. Flag, yellow card for Kovacic.
Well, let's have a guess who it could be. Because I'm keep it.
Nice and aggressive with his old teammates.
Oh, it's only come up with the own goal. Yeah, own goal. It just popped up. And the goal for Shakhtar Donetsk is Alexander Zubkov. Oh look. Oh my God. What about the guy who assisted the goal for Shakhtar? His name's like long that you wouldn't even be able to fit it on the back of a football shirt.
Breaking up in there. Loftus Cheek.
Oh, so it's basically game on. I'm trying to get this player. I'm just trying to get this. I can get even worse, even worse than him, and I won't be able to do it even. Here it is. That's the guy who did the assist for the Shakhtar goal. Look at that for a name. That's the guy who did the assist. That is some name. Oh, he wants me to pronunciate this player, folks. But I'm just waiting just in case a goal happens, because I'm just waiting just in case a goal happens for us. Go on! Oh! I'm just going to go and check. What the fudge? David Kovo Coach Lava. I call it Coach Lava because it's like lava is like, yeah. It's Lava at the end of his name, which is lava. No, it's Olava. But is it? Why does it say Olava? Goal! I have just been ripped a new one. Because I know who's in my fancy team for Uefa fancy team. Yeah, I just realised he's fucking in it and scored an own goal. What a prick. Thank you. And Juventus have scored Andrea Rabiot. Oh, yellow card! Yellow card! First yellow card of the game to AC Milan. And it's now 3-0 Dortmund. Karim Adeyemi. There was originally a sending off for Yusuf En-Nasiri, but they got overturned. Oh, I just think this is funny. And Celtic lost 3-1. What would happen if... I just want to say, what would happen if the first goal was Stoke? Does that mean you don't win your bet? It says here that in the Burnley Stoke game, it says, and this is from a Burnley fan, saying, appalling half in the final third. We don't look like scoring the month of Sundays, as even there's no attempt to turn their defence. We've not made them work at all. On a side note, the referee was clearly deciding Stoke players will not get booked tonight. So that makes it even worse if Burnley can't score in the month of Sundays.
You skip past Reece James quite comfortably. Then he give Chalobah 5-yard start.
Happy home.
Premier League match this weekend is on
Happy
Sunday,
place.
6:30 the coverage.
Go on, Stoke.
Sport 1 and
A
ultimately
nice Tuesday. At least it's not a nice. At least it's not a cold Wednesday night in Stoke.
United.
No attempts on target for Milan. No attempts at all for Milan. I think that sums it up.
I don't, because it already seems from how they're playing that it doesn't. It's already like what it already says. They don't like scoring in the month of Sundays, so it looks more than likely that they're going to score if they're not going to score in the month of Sundays. They might score, you never know, but I'm just saying it's highly unlikely. But I said it could happen, you never know. All depends on what he brings on the second half or something for Vincent Kompany.
To his players at half time that they're better than Milan. Can they go and win this game quite comfortably now? Just a little bit late by Raheem Sterling, but not that much in it. And Ballatore.
Tomori in possession during Chelsea at the under 8 level.
Come on, Chelsea, just get to half time, 1-0 up, and I'll be happy.
4 extra minutes here to be added on. Serginho Dest up against Ben Chilwell, but
It's not my fault that Burnley have had a shit first half.
speed is very, very sharp in that position, Ben Chilwell.
Because it looks like they're the ones that look like they're more likely to score. Because I would not do betting myself, but I would say that most people would have betted would.
Tomori up against Mount. He's lost
Go on,
Tomori.
go on, Sterling! Oh!
And in the end, Tomori gets back to clear it away. Just couldn't quite find that extra.
We could have been 2 and 3.
Yeah, it was just strangely, he was in front of him all the time, wasn't it? It wasn't on his left foot, on his right foot, so he could take the shot on. I think he was put off slightly by Tonali, putting an arm on his shoulder. Tomori gets across.
Certainly seems the kind of night where Chelsea are going to continue to get chances, unless something drastic changes.
Come on, Chelsea.
There's Krunic. Tries to feed it through there to Giroud. It was good defending again by Thiago Silva.
Well done, Thiago.
Thiago Silva about concentration, because he's hardly had anything to do that back there, but when you need him, always in a position to do something like that. There's Chilwell, and now Kovacic. Loftus-Cheek. Here's another one, Steve. We talk about players having a fresh start and maybe another set of eyes sees what they do differently. Ruben Loftus-Cheek in midfield tonight alongside Kovacic. Maybe he's a player that Graham Potter can see a big future for.
Definitely, here's his chance.
Should be 2-0 up. Or at least 3.
With the ball, Mount puts Sterling in. First touch is fine, but it's just in front of him. There.
Stupid Tonali putting his hands over Sterling. What a fucking Italian git.
Covers the ground quickly. There's that arm on by Tonali, and then just can't get the shot away or get the pass away. I know it's Kalulu, sorry.
Watching Chelsea, but it's just nearly half time.
And Tomori's clearance. What you would say though, Steve, after the 10 minutes that we saw where we said that Milan had settled quite nicely, it's been so straightforward from that point on for Chelsea.
It's been very easy, I thought. Milan have played with the ball, but in all the wrong areas, too far away from the opposing goal. Tonali and Benacer are good on the ball, you can see that, but they play so deep. And there's been a lot of side-to-side play by Milan. They're going to have to be a little bit more direct.
I don't know why, but I'm just shocked. I did not expect to see us perform like this. I thought Milan would literally play a lot better than this. Sounds like that win at Palace has done us the world of good.
This is the kind of situation where Milan want to get Rafael Leao into, where he can have a run at the defenders, and he's got away from a couple of them, and he tees up. He gets a line.
Way! He missed an open goal. Krunic missed an open goal. Have that. Have that, Krunic.
Wow, and it was a wonderful ball by Sandro Tonali, and then this is what you want him to do. Drive him forward, just power, saved by AC Milan. Good stop, and then it's just fired over the bar. Chilwell may be just done enough just to put him off.
It basically took AC Milan to the 4th minute of stoppage time at the end of the first half to have a first chance of the game.
But it really was a chance that Milan should have taken, first through Charles de Ketelaere and then by Rada Krunic. Let's see what they can do from the corner. Keta with his first significant involvement tonight. Tonali's corner.
Good set, good block. Game! So far. Half time, folks. Chelsea 1, AC Milan 0.
The only goal scored by Wesley Fofana, who sadly had to go off before half time. Ismail Benacer, the captain, had the job of picking up Thiago Silva, who won 3 headers, the third one leading to the Chelsea goal. The only chance that Milan have managed to create was right on the stroke of half time. De Ketelaere and then Krunic, and Kepa Arrizabalaga did his job for Chelsea. Half time then at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 1, AC Milan 0.
Jesus, Stoke City have got Dwight Gale playing for them.
Is brought to you by PlayStation, Uefa Champions League, official sponsor. In case you missed it.
Wow.
And Stoke have also... What? Chelsea... So Stoke have got Dwight Gale, Phil Jagielka, and the guy that we called... the guy who can't take a penalty, Will Smallbone. Because I remember watching Chelsea in the League Cup last season. Will Smallbone couldn't take a penalty. Absolutely skied it. And then you got Lewis Baker, and then you got Dijon Sterling. What else they got? Tariq Fossey. What the heck? They got a lot of loanees in their team because they've also got they got Liam Delap. Be back in a tick, folks.
against PSG, which was score from Mints, I think. Watch. These in the maroon and white blue sleeves. Fuck off. Fucking hell. I need Watford in there fucking 1-1.
There we go, folks. Burnley have scored.
And it wasn't right.
Well, after the game, as soon as we get the news on the injury, we'll bring it to you. Let's talk about one man for Milan, who's looked fantastic. Every time he gets the ball, he has one plan and one plan only, and you can't stop him.
The noises coming out of Rio Ferdinand was so inappropriate when he picked out the ball. The excitement levels were just, I've not heard it.
Rafael Leao.
No, mate, he's got just sometimes he's audacious. This was a great pass from Tonali first and foremost. But again, this situation here, one thought in his mind: get to the danger, commit people, strength, pace, guile, skills, unpredictable, close control. He's got it all in there. Just the end product you're looking for.
You see there, Rio, that is 2v1 there. James and Sterling have both doubled up. That's as a result of him going 1v1. Every 1v1 moment so far in the game, he's taken a player on. So even at 2v1, he's still getting past. It's such an exciting play.
He's got no respect for any reputation.
And what do you prefer from Rio? The proper analysis or the yelps and the squeaks and the shouts when he's watching it?
A mix and blend of both would be great for BT Sport, let me tell you.
We need to record it somehow. Right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, the second half here at Stamford Bridge, as Chelsea look to drive home what would be Graham Potter's first win in the Champions League, a win they need as well. Of course, next week they go to the San Siro, so to get a home victory at this stage in this competition will be huge for him and his players. The second half will be straight after the break.
Just waiting for the second half to begin and for Chelsea. Just waiting.
I might do a bit extra. I might go buy myself a PC. If I buy a PC, James,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to help me to fucking set a YouTube channel up so I can actually do like streaming all this bollocks what you do. You have to give me some pointers or help.
It's good getting a like a laptop or a computer, but they can be very pricey. And that's what most people say is usually the caveat, is that the prices literally tie people away.
I'm not really bothered about that, but it's good if I have one, then I can edit it. Would a laptop be alright for me to do all this?
Yeah, laptop would be okay because it's not that expensive, but most people use Macs, but they just cost so much.
Yeah, but you know, if I wanted to do the same thing as you,
Yeah,
stream on YouTube, would I be able to do it by that?
you'd be able to do it. Yeah, some do it by a laptop, but you see most people do it by a computer, which would mean it would cost a lot more. So basically, doing it by laptop would be the cheaper way of doing it. The most expensive would be would be the way that I'm doing it.
But I could still do the same stuff what you're doing, but obviously through a PC, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you'd be able to. But some people say it's a lot hard. It's a lot hard because it's not a lot of like, you don't get as big of megabytes on a computer, on a laptop, than you do on a computer. That's the only difference. And they are the best place. The best place I would say to go would be Curry's.
Comfortable for Chelsea. That's how dominant they've been. Whether Pioli changed it round a little bit in the second half. Chelsea just need to manage the game now. They know what's in front of them.
But then they had to take one back. I think I remember.
Victory tonight would put them level on points with Milan in Group E, despite losing on match day 1 against Dinamo Zagreb. Would mean as well tonight that the leaders of the group will be Salzburg. They've got a victory tonight, so 5 points. It's looking very, very tight in Group E, the kind of group where you can't really afford a slip. There's been lots of space like this pretty much all night with the Chelsea wing-backs, whether it be Reece James...
To get a similar laptop to what I got, it would cost you about £1,000.
There's Thiago Silva. And there's the space on the other side. They are really narrow, as you mentioned in the first half, Steve. AC Milan. Here's Mason Mount. Sterling. There's another one.
Go on, Sterling! Oh!
Tonali, though, was back defensively, but that's pretty much all they've had to do tonight. Little give and go, and they're in behind the defence more often than not.
Yeah, and as you mentioned in the first half, it's Tomori over that side of the pitch, getting his body across with the help of Tonali. Then he swaps yet again with Kalulu. You see now Tomori's on the goalkeeper's left.
Yeah, because it's basically between 200 to 500 pounds if you go on to Amazon for very similar to what I've got.
Straightforward header there for Trevor Chalobah, the man who came on for Wesley Fofana towards half time.
But it depends on what brand you actually want, and then that will determine the price. Because different.
When he gets the ball, he bursts into life. When he gets the ball, he just doesn't get the ball as much, does he? You feel as if he's in a central position, maybe in the 10 position, just off Olivier Giroud. He might get involved more and show his skill and show us how good he really is. Because in patches, he looks electrifying.
He's got that.
But I think
Wonderful.
because if you want a computer, you would have to then get like a desk and everything else, and then that would ramp up the cost even more.
But when you see him away from the camera and we're looking from our lofty positions, he just ambles around the pitch.
Scored in the Champions League last season, Rafael Leao averages a goal every 4 games for AC Milan. And lots of rumours linking him with Chelsea, among others, of the top European sides during the course of the summer. Tomori. Away by Thiago Silva, but only to Ballo Torre. There's Rafael Leao, but that's straight to Trevor Chalobah, and now there's a lot of space ahead of Reece James to fight Sterling. James.
Come on, Chelsea.
Loftus-Cheek had made the run there, Steve, and just got behind Benacer had the ball been played.
Yeah, he was too quick for Benacer. Reece James just didn't see it. He has a look up and then he decides to check inside, wins the foul. You see there, Loftus-Cheek ran off the back of Benacer really comfortably. Painful one. Tomori, Reece James, clash.
I suppose it does explain to a point why they play so deep, Benacer and Tonali, because athletically they can't really match up, can they, with the Chelsea players in situations like that.
It's just that
Come on, Chelsea.
trying to help you forwards, that's the problem. You need a midfielder to try and get up there.
Thiago Silva's on his way in. They've been unable to stop him at set pieces so far tonight.
Yeah, the way the two defensive lines match up. Look how deep Milan are. Whether they're going to stay there or move out, but so deep.
Oh.
Nobody really near him again though, Steve, and he went for the bicycle kick.
Oh yeah, because you told me once that you were thinking of getting BT Sports at one point.
Pull behind. He nearly made something really good out of it.
Look at these Champions League matches and try and work out who the strong teams are in the respective
Come on, Chelsea.
big European leagues. And having seen Napoli play in the Champions League this season, they look a
Step above,
way
don't they?
ahead.
Yes, they do.
AC Milan, don't they?
They do. Thiago Silva's gone down.
Oh no! That's what we don't need that now. We don't need that now.
Quicker, stronger, don't they? More powerful. As I said,
No.
we give them that.
You might want to start getting worried.
Giroud's elbow into the collarbone.
Thiago Silva's gone down.
Yeah, again, it was accidentally just caught him.
And he literally got clattered by Giroud, literally in the top of his shoulder onto his neck, literally by full force by Giroud. But he's all right. It just hurt him quite a lot at first because he just came full pelt, and he literally lifted his knee up, and literally his knee caught him in the side of the neck. Oh, Hull City are now beating Wigan. Hopefully that's not done hampered your bet, I hope.
Kalulu looking for Rafael Leao. It's headed away by Chalobah.
Come on, Charles. Oh, here we go. Hey, my local team Grantham is back to home games starting this Saturday. We've been kicked out of our ground since the 29th of August, but now from this Saturday we get to return to our home ground, home games. To watch your team play shit again. To play your team, play Grantham, play shite again. When literally like you're 3 points off the bottom two. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Jones.
Yeah, would be. Nice little contest actually between the pair of them. Especially when they're one-on-one with each other.
Two players who you think are going to see a lot of each other in this competition in the coming seasons. At international level as well.
Oh, is this guy talking smoke? I'll tell you in a minute because I think you're a bit busy. That's never a foul on Tonali. He hasn't even touched him. Tonali's the one who kicked Reece James's boot and then basically jumped out like he's been hurt badly, and now he's running fine. Referee, you've just been conned.
It's Tamori. Rafael Leao hits it straight at Reece James, who quickly wants to get Raheem Sterling on the way. Tamori there to intercept the pass. His England squad teammate. Ketala.
Ha ha! Ah!
Given away by Serginho Dest, and here's Mason Mount for Chelsea. Aubameyang.
Come on, Chelsea! Come on. Oh, what a ball! Chile! Oh, too much on it! Go on, Reece, do one of your trademark crosses. He has! Oh! We created this goal on FIFA. We did that just not long ago. Oh! Get in!
Tonight he gets his first Chelsea goal in the Champions League. His 16th goal in the competition.
Get in!
That should do it tonight for Chelsea. Second goal gives them daylight. And Graham Potter knows
very, very similar to a goal that we actually scored on the FIFA. The other one that did the short crossing and your player headed it and then we got booted in the head.
You'd never say about Milan.
That
They get done on that far side.
That,
But here they should regroup and just get involved. But Balotelli
yeah,
comes across,
and that,
unfortunately, Tomori gets
yeah, that, same goal.
the ball around him.
And one thing I will say is,
Getting out to try and stop the cross, half-hearted. Tomori.
who got relegated last season? Grantham Town, because they're shite.
Simple enough. Feeds off that. Has done all his career. Sticks out a left leg. Not missing from there. Chelsea well on top. Comfortable as you like. Milan back to the drawing board, unfortunately.
There's the celebration of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The simple way that Chelsea scored the goal pretty much sums up how straightforward it is tonight against AC Milan.
I can't believe he said Grantham are not shite. We go against Stockton Town, who won 8 out of 8. How are you shit when you're basically going up against a side that's literally not lost a game?
I've been really disappointed by what we've seen from him.
And he literally gone and said that Ponty are more shitter than Matlock Town and AFC United of Manchester. They've never been higher than the level they're in.
Slow. Haven't moved the ball
Yeah,
around.
Grantham.
Look a little bit disinterested.
Grantham have actually been. They've been up in the same level as AFC United of Manchester, but you can't say that about a club who have never ever been that high up. So literally, he's just like contradicted himself at that point, saying about a club that's never been that high.
If you can cruise through a game and beat AC Milan in the Champions League.
Yeah,
fantastic.
he's talking utter tripe about a club that's never actually ever been in the same league as either Matlock Town or AFC United of Manchester. So you can't really compare the three sides when they've never played against each other ever.
Headed away by Koulibaly and then by Sterling. That's good from Mason Mount and a counter-attack. Well and truly on if it goes quickly.
And Ponty and also Grantham, they would have never gone 90 minutes with Halifax and drawn 0-0. They would have conceded.
Yeah, it's the right idea. Raheem saw the pass, tried to put him in, didn't he? Mason Mount as well. Feed Sterling. Sterling sees Aubameyang.
Oh, he goes on that. Yes, you are. You're talking out to tripe.
The back of Raheem Sterling to give the foul away. I mean,
Do not say, and this is not me being disrespectful in any way, do not say anything about a football club when you've not looked at your history and not realised that they have not played in the same level as football clubs you have mentioned. So literally, you have basically made false claims on something that they've never done.
So Chelsea 2, AC Milan 0. Wesley Fofana in the first half and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the second, and all of a sudden Group E.
It's like saying Chelsea
Zagreb looking a lot healthier for Chelsea.
are that rubbish that we've played in like League 1 or League 2. It's like that. Chelsea have never done that. So it's like you're contradicting yourself and making false accusations. And also, who gives a crap on a late equaliser against Heaven Town? Because where are you? 3 points off of relegate. 3 points off of the bottom two. So good night and c'est la vie. Because Ponty are going to finish above you, and then you will then shut your gob. Yeah, Ponty are. And he's gone. Yeah, my mate Dale said that Ponty would finish above you, and we're still going to hail to that word and see you eat your words at the end of the season.
From one side of the pitch to the other was outstanding. The flag was up anyway, it wouldn't have counted, but the vision and the ability of Mount to execute the ball.
Oh, we are the Chelsea! Oh, we are the Chelsea! Oh, up the Chelsea! Grantham Town are going down, 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 going down. Grantham Town are going down.
capitalise on Milan's mistakes. And there's another
And, go on.
Sterling knows he's got Reece James.
Oh, what ball! Reece James! I'm behind you! Oh! This is incredible! Who thinks we'll be 3-0 up against AC Milan? What a shock! of that AC Milan.
Mistakes, trying to play out from the back.
You're getting absolutely under your arse by a team who have yet to actually win a game in Europe.
Play, and there's an air of inevitability. I mean, this is just so poor. So poor. Chelsea break. Raheem Sterling does really well here, just holding up the play.
Zagreb can beat us. We got a draw against RB Salzburg. Boy can go and beat Milan. Milan can't beat us.
Funny enough, against Juventus last year, he scored from this type of angle, different type of shot.
That's what makes it funny.
Power and his pace. And his accuracy.
But that's what makes.
Thrashing that back.
Yep. But that's what makes it. But that's what makes it hilarious. We can look. Dynamo Zagreb can beat us. Salzburg can get a draw against us. But a bigger side like Milan are getting smashed by us. So that just says it all. That just says it all. This is not football related though.
Yeah. The main thing for Chelsea now is just to manage the game, conserve their energy, conserve the players, don't do anything silly where they're going to get...
Yeah.
Win this game quite comfortably.
They are going to make a couple of changes. They're going to send on Ante Rebic, who came back from injury at the weekend.
Yep.
Matteo Gavi is going to be coming.
And was it? I think, if I was correct, me and you, when the draw happened, we were thinking, oh no, we got AC Milan, and that'll be hard to even get anything from those two games. And look, it looks like and look what happened. If you think after the start we've had in the European campaign, you'd think we'll get actually battered by them. But no, we're doing it to them. But do you know what I think is the main reason why we're playing well? Is due to the fact that we got that win on Saturday that's then got the confidence for this game. I don't think we would play like this if we were to have lost did not win against Palace, because it means you got the confidence. Oh, oh, he's bringing Jorginho on. He's bringing Jorginho on, Conor Gallagher, so that means Conor Gallagher is going to be definitely going on for Loftus-Cheek. Because so he's basically.
We're also seeing Matteo Gavi coming on to replace Rana Krunic.
So I'm trying to think. So he's basically got rid of the So
Conor Gallagher for
yep.
Aubameyang.
Gallagher off Loftus-Cheek off for Gallagher. Oh, and Aubameyang's coming off. I think that's got to be for Havertz. If I'm correct, that's got to be Havertz. Because it's got to be, he's the only striker on... No! Fuck! No! When you see this, you'll be shocked. Aubameyang off for Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, very sensible, very sensible. Kovacic has had a decent game, but a simple enough change.
I don't know yet, because it's George. Yeah, you're right on one. Jorginho is coming on for Kovacic, which you are correct.
Put the ball in the back of the net. So he's done that.
We're just gonna have to wait and see. Oh, yeah. Your theory's correct still, and it's now up front. But he's thinking that, or he might, or he could actually be going 3 up front. You never know. He could say the 2 that are playing behind the striker will pop up as a front 3.
If you look at the Milan technical staff, Steve, they've got a lot of old players involved. Paolo Maldini's the technical director. He's here tonight. There are roles as well for Franco Baresi,
Now I've got it now. I think I've understand what Graham Potter's done. I've now got it now. It's now stuck in my brain. I think he's gone and pushed the 2 that were behind the striker up with the solo striker, and we've gone 3 up top.
It's great to see a lot of the players.
Yes, because the way that you can see when Milan are coming forward, the 3 forwards are all in a line. So he's going, yeah, so he's going 4-3-3.
More time pushing Thiago Silva over than actually being a factor in the match. He's had no service whatsoever. No.
I think they've got. The only reason we're not going to be that sure because on the app they don't literally say change the formation around, which I think they should.
He's got the captain's armband as well, having come on. Benacer is possessed by
Man City are 4-0 up. Riyad Mahrez.
to win the ball back for Chelsea. Gallagher, who got the winner at Crystal Palace at the weekend, found there were 3 AC Milan defenders in his man. Run back by Loftus-Cheek again. He's had a good game for Chelsea.
Wow. Here we go. Here's a stat for you. Reece James has just recorded both a goal and an assist in the same Champions League game for the first time in his career. And he did it all inside just 6 minutes. Oh my god. That is hilarious. They've just took the mickey out of Trent Alexander-Arnold. And he's not even playing tonight. I love it. You'll definitely like what I've just read. Oh, you're going to think this is hilarious in a minute. It said Trent scored against Rangers while Reece James is out there scoring against AC Milan. Reece James will always be clear. So basically, and that's coming from your man, from I don't know if that's from a Man United fan. Because he's actually saying that Reece James is a lot better player than what Trent is. Because he can score against a bigger well-known opposition.
Sterling running to Benacer, here's Tonali. Of course it will be.
That's what I think is just hilarious.
It's hard to see player for player how it could change an awful lot because there's been such a level between the two tonight.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, they'll have home advantage. The San Siro's an intimidating place. The crowd will make a lot of noise. I mean, the away fans have made a lot of noise tonight, so they'll do the same next week. But player for player, Chelsea in a different league.
We are in a different league. We're 3-0 up.
Reece James to run at Dallo Torre and whipped the cross in as well. That was taken by Tata Rosano.
Yeah, Conor Gallagher just try and get across the near post, just evades him.
We're about to see a triple AC Milan change to make that 5 in all. Brahim Diaz, Divock Origi and Tommaso Pobega are going to be the 3 coming on. Intercepted by Tonali. Here's Tomori. There was by Rebic, and then the foul on Rafael Leao brings the free kick here to Milan.
Oh, okay. I don't want to burst your bubble. Stoke have just scored. No, but Burnley did score first, so it was going quite right for you. Yeah, and that's just because of their shocking defending, because that's what they've been saying. Even on their Twitter, they've been saying they've been shocking.
Free kick taken by Benacer, and the last touch there off Olivier Giroud. There was an important Chelsea head in the middle of all of that, just to divert the flight of the ball.
And they were one of the favourites to go up with Burnley.
That's the touch.
So the changes. Brahim Diaz for Rafael Leao. That's the first change.
Yeah, again, no surprise really. Any of these substitutions could happen. Anybody could come off, anybody could come on. Raheem Diaz, who was with Man City, of course, went to Real Madrid, now turns up back at AC Milan. Going to come on for Rafael Leao. Eventually he'll come on.
Could have been anybody really, couldn't it? Giroud replaced by Divock Origi. It's a nice send-off from the Chelsea supporters for a man who was part of the Champions League winning squad.
Yeah, absolutely. Scored many a good goal here. Scored those wonderful goals against Sevilla, didn't he, away from home. Just hasn't been his night tonight as Divock Origi comes on.
Yeah, they've taken off Benacer as well for Tommaso Pobega, so at least Thiago Silva might get marked at set pieces now.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Still, hasn't he, so far this season, Divock Origi?
Yeah.
For Milan.
A mix of injuries and it's a pity that the game has been so easy. As Milan have made 5 substitutions now, looks like Chelsea are going to make more.
Armando Broja's ready down below, so we think he's going to be joined by Kai Havertz also. Gallagher clearly didn't hear the whistle.
Well, he went flying into the Gallagher. Wins the foul. Oxlade-Chamberlain. There's Oxlade-Chamberlain, Loftus-Cheek, sorry. And then Conor Gallagher goes launching in. As I say before, don't get injured, don't injure yourself.
Chelsea want to make the changes now.
Come on, Chelsea.
So we're going to see,
Armando Broja is coming on and Kai
really
Havertz.
nice moments tonight.
Yes, it has, yeah. Really comfortable for the boys of Chelsea. Rest up, let's go again at the weekend, so rightly so, Graham Potter bringing off some of the starting 11. Mason Mount had a good night. Of course, reliable Kai Havertz going on.
And Raheem Sterling gets a rest for Armando Broja. Quickly involved, forward back for AC Milan by Kalulu, and that hit the arm of Conor Gallagher, so free kick. It's amazing how quick things can change in these Champions League groups, Steve. Tonight Chelsea started the night bottom of the group and with the worst goal difference. They've now got the best goal difference as it stands with the 3 they've scored tonight, and they're only a point behind Salzburg at the top, so it looks a whole lot different than it did at 8 o'clock when the game got underway.
Yeah, very much so. They've been very professional, haven't they, tonight, Chelsea? Gone about the business really well. That's all you can ask for on difficult nights on paper. Get the job done, get it done as easily as you can.
It's also another step as part of this learning process under the new manager Graham Potter. Won it late against Crystal Palace at the weekend, and they've been a cut above tonight against the champions of Italy here at Stamford Bridge. It's a process now for the new man to stamp his authority on the squad, but nights like this are hugely significant in that regard.
Yeah, you're right. It's a learning curve for Graham, isn't it? Finding out what his players are like. He's got a lot of players to choose from. It's a learning curve for him. Chelsea will need to improve, of course, to progress through this tournament. They've certainly got the players. There's one of the goal scorers this evening.
Get it, Chelsea.
Assist by Reece James. Really good goal by Aubameyang. Awful defending, as I mentioned before.
The way played by Revic, given away to Conor Gallagher.
Go on, Chelsea! Go on, Chelsea! Go on, Chelsea!
Whoever their new manager might be, if he's
Yeah.
in situ by then. It's a big game for AC Milan though in Serie A. They're at home to Juventus, which takes Max Allegri back to the San Siro. That's a game you can see on BT Sport over the weekend as well if you want to watch that. It's Serie A.
Juve are leading tonight. Contrasting fortunes for the two giants of Serie A.
They all sat back and watched Napoli score 6 last night in Amsterdam in a very, very impressive performance. One of many that we've seen so far this season from Napoli. Thiago Silva giving the ball away. No room on this side for Revic. Make sure
Yeah.
tomorrow night Europa League starts at 5:15 with Ammonia Nicosia against Manchester United on BT Sport 1. BT Sport
What's happened there?
is Anderlecht against West Ham, and then Arsenal against Bodo Glimt at 7:45, and that's on BT Sport 2 and Ultimate. And then the Premier League game at the weekend is on Sunday this week. It's at 6:30, and it's from Goodison Park. Everton against Manchester United on BT Sport 1 and Ultimate.
BT Sport are just doing weird things this weekend. Why are they not doing a Saturday early kickoff and they're doing it a Sunday late kickoff?
Mando Broja.
Ah, this is the issue, and this is going to make you laugh. It took 17 minutes for this issue to be resolved. Was a lengthy stoppage was due to the issue with the match officials' communication.
Reece James.
And it took 17 minutes just to sort, just literally, just something that someone talked into.
Kalulu across there ahead of Broja.
And that took 17 minutes.
To see Chelsea control the game, Steve, in the manner that they have.
I bet you'd be thinking that's hilarious.
Top. I say it a lot of times, particularly when you're talking about European football, game management.
17 minutes just because of a stupid referee cannot get his thing
A
sorted.
little bit nervy, but not one iota in the second half. They started the second half really well and have just capitalised on a good performance in the first half. Extremely dominant performance today.
10 attempts tonight for Chelsea, 6 of them on target. Goalkeeper got there in the end. It's a target right, Tatarusanu. One back now for Chelsea by Havertz. They've done all of this tonight whilst having less possession than AC Milan. It doesn't feel that way, 54% to 46, but it certainly feels like Chelsea have had the ball a lot more than...
Oh, it's now 5-0 Manchester City.
Part of the pitch.
Julian Alvarez.
The majority of possession has been in the defensive areas, back and forth, without doing anything with the ball. Chelsea have been far more progressive.
Well, Maccabi Haifa actually scored a goal. Wait! As it stands, Chelsea are going second in the group. 1 point behind Salzburg. Or we can afford to literally get a draw. Hopefully Salzburg drop points, and then on the fight, and then we go and play. Literally got to play the other two teams, and then which I think we could win.
Chelsea.
Wow. Bayer Leverkusen have sacked their manager. You're not going to believe who they're bringing as their replacement. Xavi Alonso.
Kai Havertz.
And that's as coach. So they got a good manager there. They're going to have heaps of experience to learn from.
Raheem Sterling now on the back of the Chelsea bench. He's only the second Chelsea player to score in his first 2 Champions League home matches for the club. The other one being Oscar back in 2012. Between the A nice start for him following his move from Manchester City, but there's never really any doubt that he was going to score goals.
Go on, Charles.
Of Chelsea. It's an error by Reece James that brings Milan the corner.
Yeah, that Vicarage Road game got delayed because of stupid referees who sort out their communications before they even start playing a game of football.
I mean, AC Milan have had a corner. They're 3-0 down. Look where they are now with the ball. I mean, it's just madness. Madness.
Diaz gets to the challenge of Jorginho. Not a great deal of support, though, if you look at it. Tomori gets it out now to Kalulu. Fikayo Tomori.
No attempts at all by Milan in the second half. They'll win possession because they'll just keep it back here all the time without doing anything at all.
And they've very rarely tried to play a penetrating ball forward, have they?
I mean, look at that, just a floated pass. I mean, the forwards have tried to make runs, but the ball just hasn't come to them at all. No urgency.
Come on, Chelsea.
Absolutely none. Even when they're down in the game. I mean, thankfully the fans behind the goal are still clapping and cheering and are with them. They could easily turn.
Potter, who's the third Englishman to coach against AC Milan, joining Sir Bobby Robson, Harry Redknapp, who've done that before. I think it's going to be a fascinating story, Steve, as the season progresses, to see how he does here and how he implements his style on the Chelsea team and how it works. Graham Potter, because I think he's impressed everybody by what he did at Brighton. It's going to be fascinating now to see if that transfers itself to a club like this one.
Yeah. It's the big question, isn't it?
Thiago Silva's won everything in the end.
Yeah. Brilliant night. Yeah, Graham Potter was excellent with Brighton, but this is a different proposition. We know that. Big players.
Oh, go on!
He has to keep them happy as well.
Here comes Chelsea. Loftus-Cheek. Thiago Silva jumping back, having had a little wander forward. Cleared out by Chalobah. The final 4 minutes. Straightforward night in the Champions League at Stamford Bridge for Chelsea. Kalidou Koulibaly. Look at the room he's got to run into as well. Now Chilwell. Jorginho. They've done exactly what you suggested, Steve. When the third goal went in, they have pretty much settled for what they've got and just kept the ball and allowed the time to tick by. They've done nothing to try and give themselves any kind of problems in what remains of the match, Chelsea.
Yeah, some of the fans are already heading for the exit, knowing that job's done. It was done quite easily. Chelsea just keeping the ball almost just nonchalantly walking through the pitch, keeping it.
Chilwell not quite able to keep it in. It's a pair of results tonight in the group that mean that Salzburg are going to go from third to first at the end of it all with 5 points, a 1-0 win against Dinamo Zagreb in the early kick-off, and AC Milan, who were top, are going to drop to third. Chelsea are going to go second, the best goal difference in the group, and then to even a point as the group leaders as well, which is always nice to see after 3 games when you've lost your first one away from home, as Chelsea did.
Yeah, there was a bit of anxiety, a bit of nervousness, wasn't there, before the game? You could feel it in the air, knowing that the 3 points was all vital, so important, but actually normal services being resumed at Stamford Bridge. Good victory by Chelsea.
It's that necessity these days as well, isn't it, to be in the knockout stage after Christmas. It's not a wish anymore, it's a requirement and necessity for these clubs.
Definitely.
It's Origi. Chelsea have it back again now with their captain Jorginho. Let's have another look at the goal scored by Reece James tonight, because they were nice and patient and his finish was outstanding.
Yeah, excellent by Raheem Sterling. As I said, he's so composed, isn't he, Reece James? And he strikes a great ball. Incredibly accurate. So once he gets there, he's not thrashing it, he's not doing anything silly.
Yeah.
You always knew he was going to score.
It's one of those players where you think he could play anywhere, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Final 30 seconds of
That's good.
time. Samori coming forward. Origi. Koulibaly was there for Chelsea. It's Serginho Dest. One of the rare times they've got 4 in the box.
Way!
High.
Have that Divock Origi shite.
The Italian press make of this tomorrow, because they can be quite scathing when they see performances like this from their teams in Europe.
Absolutely. And as I said to you before, we can see the bigger picture, so we can see the body language on some of the players, and we can see the...
Yep, so we'll be definitely going and thinking we can actually go and get a winner in Milan.
Have been awful. I get the fact that you lose a game or you give the ball away, but to not run and track runners and work hard...
So basically, in the space of a year, we've gone and beat Juventus 4-0, and we've beaten AC Milan 3-0.
How a game's gone. They've had 55% of the ball compared to Chelsea's 45. They've conceded now, they've completed now over 400 passes. But it's just not made any difference at all to the way the game's been played.
Wow. So we beat AC Milan 3-0, and we've beaten Juventus 4-0 last season.
Final minute of the
We have a knack.
minutes added on.
So we have a knack of smashing Italian teams.
Champions League for Chelsea.
We have a knack. Not in Milan, when we played AC Milan, we actually drew 1-1 because our most famous goal in club's history is in that within that game. Because Dennis Wise scored. Which is
uniform, all in black, bouncing behind the goal, enjoying themselves. Awful performance, but they're all enjoying themselves at least.
That'll be against like Inter, but we've only faced AC Milan at the San Siro once. Well, at least we've drawn there and we won! Yay! Full time, Chelsea 3, AC Milan 0. Like, subscribe, and the notification, get it post. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Europa Conference League game between Hearts and Fiorentina, when hopefully they can go and get a win, by God, hopefully. Like, subscribe, and the notification.